Folks at home, welcome back to the backyard bass pond, and man, I love this time of year. Everything is lush green. Look at all the lilies. The bass love hanging out right up under there. Matter of fact, that little patch of lilies is our big bluegill sheriff's new home. All the little toad tadpoles have hatched, and now we have baby toads hopping all around here. I'll show you that a little bit later in the video. But as for an update, Liz and I have been doing a lot of work over here with our drain area. This is what it looked like last week, and this is what it looks like now. We added all these river stones in here to help because we've been getting a lot of runoff off that hill, washing a lot of red clay down into the pond. So we're hoping that this is going to be our final solution. So something really interesting happened today. One of our subscribers named Steve drives a truck for the post office in downtown Mobile, and he watched a turtle lay some eggs right beside a busy street in the middle of the city limits. It's even right beside a Best Buy. So he contacted us and asked if we wanted to come and rescue those eggs. So I'm about to hop in the truck, go check out the situation, and maybe we'll try to rescue the eggs. Alright, we're about to go get the turtle eggs, but first I got to make a homemade incubator. So what I've done is I've taken some vermiculite, got it in this little container, and the reason that this works so well is because it helps maintain the moisture in the soil, so it works a little bit better than just dirt. So what you want to have is a 1-to-1 ratio of vermiculite to water, and that is by weight, not by volume. So as you can see right now, it's really dry and it doesn't really clump very well. I'm going to add water to it until it clumps. All right, I added the water until I got that perfect mixture, and this is what I mean by clumping up. You want it to clump but not have extra water coming out of there. So that is the perfect mixture for the turtle eggs. Now let's go see if there's any underground. We are literally in the Best Buy parking lot. Got my box here, a shovel, and a Sharpie. I'll show you why that Sharpie's important here in a minute. But that is where the turtle eggs are buried, right over there. All right, this is the spot. The mailman said he marked it right here with some mulch. Look how close it is to the road and all the cars and traffic that comes through this area. I can almost guarantee you that if a turtle hatched and came out right there, he would not survive. So let's see if there's any eggs in. All right, we have a turtle egg spotting right there. So it's pretty deep. I guess I'd say it's probably about 5 to 6 inches down. So I'm just gonna hand dig right around this area till we get them out. All right, now this is the important part. So the way that the egg is sitting, it's been settled right there. And if you ever flip it upside down, the turtle won't survive. So you take a Sharpie, mark an X right there on the top. And we're always gonna try to keep that X facing directly up in here. All right, first egg transplanted here. And as soon as I pulled that one out, you can see there's more down in there. And we probably had 50 cars ride by us right here just getting this one egg out. All right, I got 3 eggs out right now, but it's starting to pour. It's my brother-in-law right here. He's bringing an umbrella, but I think we're gonna have to postpone it for just a minute. Get out of this rain. I'm gonna cover them back up and then come back and get the rest of them. And there we go, we have 5 total turtle eggs. I'm gonna cover the hole back up. So they just built this new Best Buy and all these other shopping centers, and they laid all this concrete down for the parking lots. And what I'm assuming has happened is that this turtle has been laying her eggs here for years and years, and I've heard that they have the instinct to come back to the same exact spot and lay their eggs every year. Now that there's all these new roads, I'm hoping she'll find somewhere else to lay them in the future. All right, we got the eggs back to the house. The last thing I have to do is drill a couple holes. That way when I close the lid, they'll still have oxygen. And I'm gonna drill them right above the soil line here on each side. I got my holes drilled. We are all set. So I'm gonna close them up, and I think I'm gonna temporarily store them in my garage. That temperature stays around mid-80s, and you're shooting for about 84 degrees. And I may end up going out and getting an incubator. Guys, leave a comment down below if you've had any luck with incubators and turtle eggs. Folks at home, I think tadpoles are becoming toads as we speak. I just watched this little guy right there skirmish up onto that rock. Let me see if I can get in a little bit closer. Yep, I see you, little guy. He just came out of the water, and I'm guessing that's for the first time ever because I doubt he'd last long swimming around in there. There he is. That's his first hop out of the pond. As bad as I hated the toads in the beginning, it's kind of fun to see that these are some of the first babies that our pond has had. I think I may grab this little guy and keep him as a pet since he's the first live birth other than maybe some of these mosquito fish right here that have came out of the pond. So yeah, I think we'll capture this little guy, maybe give him a name. I captured it and put it in this bucket, and look at how tiny this toad is. I thought that toads were a lot like frogs in that they had to become tadpoles and then grow their arms and legs and tail and all that, but no, this thing isn't even half of the size of a penny. What I think I'm going to do is get it like a hermit tank, because I mean it's so small it doesn't need anything big at all. That's the first thing that's been born out of our pond that I've captured, and we might keep it as a pet as long as it doesn't start that ree sound like its parents did. So I'm going to go get it a tank ready. Toads, you're definitely reproducing, no doubt. Alright, it is time to feed the mobster, and we just got a fresh shipment of 1,000 golden shiners in. That'll last them a couple days. We're just going to take the net, scoop them up, maybe a dozen or so. Alright, time to let the big dog eat. So if any of you are new to the channel, this is our 300-gallon aquarium, and that is the most aggressive bass on the planet. His parents are a couple of sharks, and you're about to get to see Moby in action. Alright, don't eat my hand off, Moby. I'm trying to feed you here, buddy. Don't do it. See, I have to stick my finger down through that hole to take the lid off. Alright, I think I distracted him. Usually he tries to eat my finger. Alright, Moby, let's eat. You got him. He will eat rocks and everything else in the process of knocking those dozen minnows out. Top water blow up. Look at that. That is how quick. Moby's not even a pound yet, but that's how quick a bass his size can eat a dozen minnows. I mean, they don't stand a chance. Look, last one up there. Got him. But that's it. He's probably got a mouthful of rocks and everything else. Let's get a good zoomed in close up on him. There's nothing but golden shiners in his mouth right now. But everybody loves Moby. We can't wait till he gets in the backyard pond. But I'm probably going to have to start spending a lot more money on shiners whenever he does, because he doesn't leave any remaining. Alright, before I lose daylight, I'm going to show you the size of him. I got him a little bitty small tank here, put him some grass and rock. I have no idea what toads like. I'm a fisherman. I've been raising fish and turtles all my life, but never frogs or toads. So leave me some comments down below if we keep this baby toad, what he will need and what he will like to eat. But most importantly, we let you all name all of our pets, so leave a comment in the description on what you think we ought to name him, and if we end up choosing your name, we'll send you out a prize package. So folks, I'm starting to see these toads everywhere. There's one right on the edge of that rock. He's looking right at me. There was another little brown one right there with him. There he is. Man, that's a tiny one right there. Jeez. Little bitty guy. Yep, they're all hatching, all hanging out around the pond. I gotta find some insects to feed that one that I caught yesterday. I'm looking for a little fly, or I heard they like spiders, flies, worms, anything like that. So I'm just cruising around. Let's see how many we see. This might be the smallest one I've seen yet. He literally just jumped out of the pond. I think he hatched probably a couple minutes ago. That is one little bitty guy. He can barely hop. Here's a reference from finger, how tiny he is. That is one baby frog. So now we have to decide what we're going to do with the turtle eggs if they hatch. And Liz had a good idea. We're thinking about building a little turtle pond right here in this area. And we may even extend it underneath the stairs over here into this area. So what we're thinking about doing is kind of building it up a little bit, building a little fence around the outside area here, putting a pond right in the middle, and then some kind of basking area, and then a clear cover or either a net over the top to keep the cats out. And we'll probably let them tunnel underneath the stairs, and there'll be another little pond area over here. But guys, leave some comments down below on what you would like to see in the turtle pond, because I'm probably going to be building this next week, and any good ideas we'll try to implement them into the pond. Now I got a good announcement for anybody that watches our other channel, BamaBass Ponds. We do a live stream. We got one camera sitting right here and another camera over on that end, and you guys have been asking for this for a while. We finally went out and got a GoPro Fusion. It's a 360-degree camera. Got a camera on the front and a camera on the back. And what I want to do is set it right down in the center of the pond, and it'll give you guys complete control. You can spin around, look at anything. And so I'm going to be putting it dead in the center, and you guys can check in on action whenever you want to. So look forward to that and some upcoming videos. Go check our other channel out. But folks, that is going to wrap up the video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Lots of good things coming with these pets later this summer. And we will see you all next time.
were pretty looking people, but I can tell you people, they were the devil's children.